amigos, I'm the Spanish chef Omar Allibhoy, and today I'm going to show you how to cook a fillet of pollock with some fennel, tarragon and spinach. Mellow rice, in the very Spanish way of cooking a risotto, really. Just a handful of ingredients, really simple to do, but it does feel like it is a dish for a special occasion. But to be completely honest with you, this is our dinner and I decided to film it for you because I thought it would be very, very useful. But it's just a few ingredients that I had on the fridge. I went out, bought some fish, and I'm going to rustle it up. So let me run you through the ingredients. For this recipe we're going to need some pollock, some fish stock, sweet smoked paprika, a bit of salt, white wine, tarragon, shallots, garlic, some saffron, a fennel, extra virgin olive oil and some baby spinach. We're going to start by picking the younger, fresher leaves off the bulb of fennel, and I'm going to cut and squeeze a little bit of lemon into some cold water where I'm going to put some shavings of the fennel so that it doesn't oxidize and it lasts until I need to use it. With the remaining part of the fennel, just chop it. Now grab your shallot and finely chop the shallot. This will give some contrasting texture, some finely chopped shallot, some coarsely chopped fennel and some finely chopped garlic. Now let's start with the cooking. We're going to place a medium-sized saucepan over medium heat with the shallot, the fennel and a good drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. This should take about 10 minutes to start caramelizing, so we're going to start infusing the saffron in the fish stock. Leave it on low heat so that it maximizes the flavor of the saffron, and I'm going to pick the tarragon leaves as well. I'm going to leave some whole, which I'm going to put in the cold water with the fennel and the lemon, and I'm just going to finely chop the rest. So after about 10 minutes, I'm going to add the finely chopped garlic, and I'm going to season it a little bit because I want this to caramelize and sweat quite slowly, maximize the flavor again. Now we're going to fry the spices, so add your paprika and the white pepper, and we're going to add the rice as well, as it's going to toast and sear at the same time as the spices toast. Now, after a couple of minutes, drizzle your white wine and let it reduce down. Give it a good stir. This is a recipe that invites you to be stirring the pot all the time. And now we're going to pour our saffron infused fish stock all in one go, and then control the heat if it reduces too much or too little. So cook it over high heat for the first 3-4 minutes and then lower it down for the remaining 15 minutes. And when it gets close to that sort of 16-17 minutes time mark, add your baby spinach, which will wilt and cook within 30 seconds, and finish it off with the freshly chopped tarragon. As we are using Spanish paella rice for this recipe, which absorbs a lot of water, it will overcook very easily if you leave it there longer than the 18 minutes mark. So we are going to need to start multitasking about 7 minutes before that ends. And we're going to put a frying pan over high heat. We're going to season our fillet of pollock with a little bit of pepper and a bit of salt. Pour some extra virgin olive oil, and in my case, because my pollock had no skin, I'm just going to start cooking it where the skin was on, so skin side down, let's say, and cook it over there for about 4 minutes, then turn it around and cook it for another couple of minutes in this case, depending on the size of your loins. But ideally you want a really nice caramelization so that your skin is crispy and full of flavor. Turn it around carefully to make sure that it doesn't stick into the bottom of the pan, which will crumble your fish, and that will be an ugly sight. Familia, let me play this up for you. Let's give it a little stir just before we serve it. Take a look at how creamy it has become. And actually, my timing hasn't been that good this time because it's just slightly overcooked, at least to my liking. Take a look, we're gonna serve a nice ladle, generous ladle, flatten it up, and serve this lovely loin of pollock over the top. Just going to finish it off with some of the beautiful fennel that I shaved over here. Just drain it a little bit from the water. A little bit of these leaves as well, and since I have it, a little bit of this basil oil. And comes without saying that if you don't have any basil oil in your fridge, like I randomly did, and you can find the recipe on another of my videos, just pour some good quality extra virgin olive oil over the top. Familia, no time to waste, that this piece of fish will overcook otherwise. I hope you enjoy the recipe, I hope you give it a try. Find the recipe on my website, thespanishchef.com, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you in my next video. Adios. If you enjoy the video, please like it, share it, and subscribe.